Hey Leo, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a 2026 yearly reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Leos. So, meditating on your energies, I kept hearing the word pivot, pivot, pivot. So, there's something that you are going to be switching up this year. It could be in home, relationships, finance, career, whatever it is. But that it seems like this is going to be a year of change for you. And we are going into the year of the fire horse. So this is about ignition and passion and sparking a lot of those parts of you that you may have just allowed to be dormant for a little bit. So this is really bringing it all out. So we're going to see what happens for you guys. So, and I just want to give a big shout out to everybody who is liking, commenting on the videos. Thank you so, so much. I love to interact with you guys and it really does help the channel. So, and if you are interested in a personal reading, the link for it is in the description box below. So, all right, Leo, let's see what's going on for you guys. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. As above, so below. You are magic, so let it glow. Beautiful. Okay. All right. Come on, Leo. What's going on? What's happening for you guys? Let's go. Okay. We've got focus. Yep. So focusing on the path, focusing on your mission. And we just had the new moon in Sagittarius, which that's what this energy was all about. It's about really strategizing and pulling back your arrow to shoot your shot for your intention moving forward. So I feel like there is a bit of strategy and grounding energy that's needed for you this year, because if you are to do some pivoting, like you want to move or change scenery, it's going to require for you to really lay down the foundations of that. So, and we have Saturn entering Aries in February, and Aries is your sister fire sign. So this is all about really making sure that your passions have a firm and stable foundation to move forward. So yeah, I love it. And we're going to be doing some audacity. Let's see what's going on here. The fiddle leaf fig. So if anybody has taken care of a fiddle leaf, these are really, really hard to take care of. And this actually kind of goes with the theme that I was going with. You can see in this photo that there's a bunch of fire in the background of this. So this is really kind of like burning down things that are not working, things that are not growing for you, things that require more of your attention than what you are getting back from it. So there is a level of surrender that's also here for you guys, Leo. I think that you guys have been just like putting your nose to the grindstone and really hoping for something to work out for you, but it's just not reaping the rewards and the benefits that you would like for it to. Patience and planning. Yep, that's exactly what we were talking about with that focus card. So this is that Saturn energy. So Saturn can really help work with you. So you see these two pillars here. This is about laying down the structure, laying down the foundation, and making sure that your dreams and your plans have a solid foundation. So I'm feeling like this is really geared towards like finances, house, home. So if you guys are planning to move, make sure that you have an emergency fund in place. Make sure that your money, your assets, whatever is liquid, so that you can make sure that you have enough of that, enough reserves to be able to put this into place healthily so that you don't cause more issues in the long run, if that makes sense. So, all right, Leo, we're going to do a card for each month. And I'm going to do some clarifiers to go a bit deeper in what each month's theme will be representing for you. So bear with me. This is going to be a bit of a longer reading. So, all right. January, February. Spirit, what's going on in February? Beautiful. So far, January, we have the moon, which is Cancerian energy. And then in February, we have the Magician. Spirit, what's going on in March for Leo? King of Wands, beautiful. April, we have the World. Woof. May, Three of Cups. June, Cancer. July, which is your month, you have the King of Cups. August. August, we have Three of Wands, which is also your month. Cool. September, October, November, and December. Okay, cool. Beautiful. Yes, your overall theme of the year is the Ace of Cups. Awesome. Yeah, so this is a really big heart opening year for you. So you are going to be focusing on emotional matters and really allowing yourself to do more of the things that spark you. I think that you've been in survival mode for quite some time, Leo, but now things are starting to shift for you to really make sure that you are allowing your heart to grow and to be able to magnetize some of that emotional fulfillment back to you. So this can be in relationships, home, career, like there's something that you are really wanting to amplify. And I think that you're wanting to have more emotional stability, emotional understanding, like communication, and this can be with friends, family, whoever, but there really is a big theme of allowing the heart to lead. So, all right, in January, we have the moon. So I feel like there is some things that you are keeping under the surface. You're keeping under wraps. You're not necessarily displaying this out into the world. And I think that there is some emotional current that you are really wanting to dive deeper into and to understand. So even though the devil isn't out here, I feel like the devil can be present. And the devil can come through when there is some sort of fears or something that we are attached to. And the moon is subconscious. So this is really looking at the things that you kind of keep under the surface or keep under wraps or that you don't necessarily want to talk about. And we're going to go deeper on this when I do clarifying, but I do feel like January, this is going to be a month of stillness for you and to really allow yourself to come up with more clarity on where it is that you want to be. What experiences are you wanting to grow? February, you have the Magician. Yeah. So I think that this is revving up what it is that you are cultivating, your activities. I think that there is some sort of like alignment that may be taking place for you. And you're allowing yourself to manifest from more of a heart-based intention rather than from, survival. And this is also about, this is as above, so below. So everything that's going on internally will be reflected externally. So really making sure that you are in alignment with what it is that you want to cultivate is going to be really, really important. I also see here that if you are wanting to move, this can be, making plans, going to visit the space that you're going to move to. If you're moving homes, this is really making sure that whatever it is that you're looking at is suitable for your next big shift and change. So, and in March, around Ostara or springtime, we have you. We have the King of Wands. So this is you taking action in March to shift or change your trajectory or to pivot. And this is really taking a lot of courage and pride in moving into the unknown. And you can see here that he has the lion in the background. So this is also making the bold decisions to change, to move in a new direction. And this is also about willpower. So I think that you, in the beginning of the year, you are going to be really reserving your energy, and you're going to start to feel like a ramp up around springtime. And that's very natural because springtime is all about birth, changing everything, changing situations. And this is in total alignment. You feel recharged, you feel refreshed in March time. So, all right. And in April, you have the World. So you are closing out a cycle in April, Leo. You can be closing on a home, you can be moving residency, you are moving from, one apartment to the other, or you are, just moving in general to close out something that is more suitable for you. And I think that this is going to be a bittersweet thing, because if you have been somewhere and you have been cultivating something for a very long time, it's going to feel like a little bit of grief involved. And that's okay. That's a normal process. But don't allow the grief and the sadness to consume you, because you have so many amazing energies in front of you, Leo. So make sure that you are allowing yourself to move through this process in a healthy way. So in May, you have the Three of Cups. So this is about sisterhood. This is about networking, relying on your close friends, family. And I think that you're going to feel closer to your people because you are taking risks, because you are taking the leap. And your friends, sisters want to be there for you through it all. This is like ride or die, and I think that this is also about cultivating new, strong friendships if you are moving. But I think that this is going to be really helpful for a lot of you to, lean on your trusted sisters, lean on your trusted friends. So in June, you actually have the card, the Chariot, which is Cancer. This is the June card. So this is like, moving forward and travel, home. And this is like rapid development too. So I think that you are probably going to be like making sure that you have all of the emotional parts in place. And this can also be about travel too. So if there's somewhere that you want to go, somewhere you want to travel to in June, this is the opportune time to do it. So this is like really taking the chance and taking the leap. And I also feel like there is going to be a lot of swift changes for you. I think that if you are in a new landscape, it's going to ask you to be like mutable with what it is that you're feeling, and to allow more of those emotions to crop up and come to the surface. Sorry, let me take a drink. Love it. Cool. Okay. And in July, you have the King of Cups. So Leo, your month, this is about emotional maturity and emotional understanding. This is also seeing things from a higher perspective. So if you do have to move, understanding why you have to move and to not resist that. But I feel like there is going to be a really big, like, heart opening channel here. So you may feel more connected with water. I mean, this is like in the middle of summer, so this would totally make sense. So I really glean that you are in alignment with the seasons, with the cycles of your life, Leo. And I'm also getting like, don't say no to opportunity, and make sure that you are allowing yourself to have great experiences and to, seize the day, seize the opportunities, and to allow yourself to travel, or allow yourself to do the unknown thing, because oftentimes we as humans, we're so habitual. And we oftentimes just kind of get into a flow and a rhythm and a routine of things that we often forget, like there's a whole world out there. So I really think that you are going down like a very adventurous road in 2026. The first part of the year is like really building your reserves, building what it is that you need to do in order to do the things that you want to do. But I do see a lot of movement towards like the middle of the year and even towards the end. So, all right. And then in August, you have the Three of Wands. So this is like moving into uncharted territory, uncharted waters, like taking the chance. And no longer are you thinking about it, you're actually taking the steps to embody that. So this is big, like, I don't know where this is going to take me, or I don't know how it's going to look, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to flow with where my heart is taking me. But because I have built my foundation and my planning, like I have done the planning, I can move now. But it's going to take focus, and it's going to take discipline and reserves, because you Leos, you know how to have fun. I love your energy. You're so compassionate and kind. And out of all of the signs, you are the fixed sign. So you are the least impulsive because you are fixed. But you can allow other opportunities to pass you by if you don't allow yourself to explore and to seize that opportunity. So really just make sure that you are not being resistant to new things so that you can get this, so that you can have that fiery, emotive experience that you are looking for. Because sometimes in order to get that, you have to leave things behind. So September, you have the Knight of Pentacles. And this is that patience and planning. This is the slowest moving knight in the deck. But you can see here that this is like investment energy. He is growing something. He is putting his resources towards something that he wants to embody. This is also that focus energy. So Leo, I really do challenge you to pick something that you want to focus on for the year and pin it on your vision board, or pin it on somewhere that you can look at every day. So that way you can actually start to feed that focus or that intention, and you can have that in your background where it's always a reminder of, oh yeah, I am growing this thing. And then soon you won't even need to look at it. It'll just be like a natural thing for you. But in order to really get things moving and get things off the ground, it is the energy, the mental part, the emotional part, all of it is needing to be aligned in order to really get to where it is that you are wanting to go. October, you have the Eight of Pentacles. So I love this card. This is focusing, planning, really like mastering her craft. So some of you may be picking up a new hobby, or picking up something that you can sustain for quite some time. This is also the card of study. So some of you may be taking new classes, really starting to, invest in new skills, new trades. And you can see here that she's working on her candles, and she is really just like being in alignment with the moon cycles too. So this is just focusing. It's also about like eliminating distractions is what I'm hearing. So a lot of you really are focusing on the things that you want to embody and bring to you this year. So in November, you have the Lovers. So this is all about a choice. And this can be a choice in your relationships. This can be a choice in where you're working, what you're doing. So we're going to get a little bit more clarification on this, but I do feel in November, you're going to have more options available to you, and you will possibly have to make some sort of pivot. And then in December, you have Death and Rebirth. So that is perfect for December. This is like total alignment energy. This is Scorpio energy. But allowing the things to fall away to really start to bring in something new for the new year. So, all right, Leo, we're going to go a little bit deeper here and clarify some of these cards. So, all right, Spirit, what's going on with the moon in January for Leo? What's going on with the moon in January for Leo? Page of Pentacles. Cool. Okay. And Knight of Wands. Beautiful. Okay. So in January, you have the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. So I feel like you are focusing on what it is that you want to grow. This pages are all about new energies. This is also student energy. So this can be, you know, anything that has to do with your house, home, finances, career, anything in the 3D realm. And nights are very fast. This is a very fast moving night. So I think that you are starting to strategize and plan and to align with what it is that you want to bring in or what it is that you want to experience more of. And if this is you want more of a fulfilling job or a fulfilling career, or you want to move somewhere that's more fulfilling, I think that you're starting to look at the action steps that you need to take. And even if those action steps are not implemented right away, like, you know, if you want to move, you may not be able to move next month. It may have to be, you know, a few months into the year, but that's okay because your action step is to be patient and plan. So utilize that Capricorn energy that is moving into Aries, because Capricorn teaches you about your patience, planning, diligence. It's also about karma too. So when you learn the lessons of Capricorn, it really is a sign of reaping the hard lessons that you have learned. And it's moving out of Pisces in February. So it is really moving and putting towards ends of confusion, delusion, anything that just is confusing. So I really do feel like you are planning your move. You're planning your next leap of faith. So, all right, Spirit, what is going on for Leo in February? Why is the Magician here for Leo in February? Why is the Magician here in February for Leo? Okay. Okay. Haha. You have the Magician at the bottom of the deck. So February is a big potent year, or potent month for you. So you have the Star and you have the Nine of Swords. Okay, so I feel like there's a little bit of anxiety with how things are going to come together with this wish, with this thing that you want to do moving forward. So if you have a deadline or you have, you know, some sort of thing that you have to prepare for, you may be feeling the pressures of that with this Nine of Swords, but don't allow it to consume you. And Nine of Swords, this is kind of like sleepless nights. How am I going to move through this? But know that you have these two cards backing you up. You have manifestation energy here for you. And this is Aquarius energy. So Aquarius is very unique. It can be weird. So maybe doing things unconventionally will help you maneuver out of a situation or will help you maneuver into the new cycle. I'm also getting doing the things that you haven't done before. So this is, the Star is all about wishes. It's all about bringing in the divine to help you out. So February is going to be a big month for you to talk to your guides, do your spells, make sure that you are really putting your intentions out for the universe to be able to align with you. Because I feel like some sort of like deadline pressure that may crop up in February for you. All right, Spirit, what's going on in March for Leo? Why is the King of Wands here in March for Leo? Woo, King of Swords, yep. You have 2 kings in March. Okay, cool. Okay, so in March, I feel, I'm going to get one more for that. I'm feeling like you have to make an executive decision surrounding money, surrounding something around your finances. Let's just put it that way. Because with the King of Wands, you have the King of Swords, you have the 5 of Pentacles, and you have the 2 of Wands. Okay, so this is making an executive decision to get out of lack, to get out of this, you know, feeling left out in the cold, this energy of like not having enough. You are looking forward. So there's like 2 energies that are going to be cropping up for you. And one is to, you know, be engulfed in the fear and engulfed in the scarcity mindset of like, I don't know if I can do this, or, you know, all of the repetitive mindset that the 9 of Swords comes up. But the challenge is to focus on the future. Focus on what it is that you are wanting to grow, the experience that you want to have in your life. So when you think about your life in, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, what is it that you want to be experiencing? What are those things that give you life? And, you know, what are the things that help your heart open? What are the action steps that you can take in the beginning of the year to help get you there? And these 2 energies, this is very masculine energy. This is yang energy. So this is like, do it, do the thing. So if you are moving, you are going to have to move through your fears of being uncomfortable, because we don't grow in comfort. Comfort is, you know, sometimes we do grow in comfort, but often it's through the uncomfortable times that you start to really build strength, you build grit. And I think that that's what this year is going to be teaching you, Leo. Okay, so April, we've got the World. Spirit, what's going on with the World? Oof, got Death. Yep. Pivot energy. And the Queen of Swords. Yeah. So you have the King and the Queen of Swords here. So you are going to be embodying more of the energy of discernment, more energy of, rather than acting on impulse, like what is the logical thing to do? What, even if I don't necessarily want to do it, I'm going to make sacrifices to get me to where I'm going. So clarifying the World, you have Death, Queen of Swords, and then you have the 8 of Swords in reverse. So this is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. So making an executive decision to put an end to a cycle, put an end to something. And again, this can be around living somewhere, could be around, you know, those patterns that you play in your head that are not serving you anymore. Like making an executive decision to be like, I have to move in a new direction, and this is going to change my mindset forever. This is a really big year of self-transformation, and this is also about rooting into yourself, Leo. Like this is, so if you have lived somewhere your whole life and you're being asked and being called to move somewhere else, like take the unknown route. If you have the finances, if you have your foundation is good, take the opportunity, because you're going to grow from this new expansive experiences, and death always brings a new beginning. So whatever April has for you, again, like springtime is about huge changes, huge transformations. And it may feel a little uncomfy, but move into that, you know, allow yourself to have like that adventurous spirit. I feel sometimes like when you don't have everything figured out, it leaves room for spirit to be like, okay, well, we're going to move you this way because this is going to help you work on, you know, your sense of stability, your sense of self, your emotional, you know, the emotional pieces that are going to help align you to where you need to go. But something is being like swept away from you in 2026. And it is important to let it. So allow the pivot to happen and allow yourself to embrace that adventurous side of you. Okay. And then Spirit, what's going on with the Three of Cups in May for Leo? What's going on with this? What is going on with the Three of Cups in May for Leo? Four of Cups. Eight of Wands and Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. You and Aries have a very similar explanation to this Three of Cups. So, Three of Cups, you have the Four of Cups, you have the Queen of Pentacles, and you have the Eight of Wands here. So with this, I really feel like you are maturing and you're also wanting your people around you to mature too. So I'm getting like if your friends imbibe with fun through drinking, you know, like that cup, that drink, it doesn't give you the satisfaction that it used to. So you're going to start to notice like, I don't know, like I don't resonate with, you know, the things that I used to anymore. Like going out and drinking on a regular basis, it doesn't sustain me. And it's actually like draining my bank account. So you're like, if I'm going to get to where I'm going to go, I need to be this. I need to make some cuts. I need to be also Queen of Swords and be like, I'm, you know, focusing on other things. I'm focusing on my investments, on my money. And, you know, alcohol is a depressant. Like, yeah, it's fun in the moment, but it's not going to help you get to where you're going to go. It's not going to help you reach, you know, your investment energy. And I think that you are beginning to understand that. And then this is like rapid movement here, Leo. This is like, I fully understand this now. Like there's some sort of message or action that's going to take place in May that is going to help reframe you and it's going to help mature you. It's going to help mature your finances and the way that you connect in the world. Like, I really feel like you're probably going to be putting your foot down in May surrounding some sort of, you know, energies that don't satisfy you like they used to. So, June, Spirit, what's going on with the Chariot in June for Leo? Okay. Okay. All right. So in June, I feel like there is a new opportunity for, you know, like something tangible to come in. So you have the Chariot, but you also have the Five of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like June may be a month of, I want to say like a little bit of change. There's like a mental shift that's going to be happening between you and somebody else, you and somebody who you are, you know, going on a journey with in life together. June is about like reframing your mindset about this new opportunity, this new like shift. This is very about like your root, your house home again. This is a repetitive theme for you, Leo. So some sort of like mental conflict or mental restriction surrounding this change. I think that you're going to move past it. You're going to finally take the action steps to be like, let's just do the thing. Or, you know, like we're already in this energy, so we might as well move forward from it. If we stay here, we're going to be stagnant. We are going to be in the same routines. We're going to be in the same, like, you know, kind of chaotic energy that we have always been. And I want to choose the unfamiliar. I want to choose the path of growth. So July, this is your month. July, around your birthday, you have the Chariot. I love it. Oh, oh. Are you guys getting a new home for your birthdays? I love that. You guys like moving into a new space? I love it. So you have the King of Cups. You have the Chariot. You have the Knight of Pentacles. And you have the Hierophant. Yeah, so I think that you are really committed. This is like total commitment energy. This is like, I am here. I am in this for the long haul. Hierophant is Taurus energy. So this is like a higher level of commitment, a higher spiritual union. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles twice on the table. So this is about like slow moving investment energy. But paired with the Chariot and the King of Cups, like this is something that you want. This is something that your heart is like, I have been asking for this for such a long time, and I have to put in the work to sustain it. So that's a big theme for you guys here, Leo, is like, you know, releasing anything that is distracting you from the core values of what you want to live, and allowing that heart space to steer the ship a little bit more. Spirit, what else is going on in August for Leo? Still your birthday. Still your birthday. More investment energy. Invest. Invest in the long haul. Yep. All right, so you have the Three of Wands, you have the Nine of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, and you have the Wheel of Fortune. So I think that this is like, don't give up. Don't give up on your dream. Don't give up on your, you know, what it is that you want to do. Make sure that you are putting in the right energies towards your clarity, towards your goals, your wishes, your dreams. You have the Wheel of Fortune here. So this is a Jupiterian card. This is a card of expansion. I feel like in August, you may feel a little like beat down, a little worn out. But this is also a card of like, keep going, follow the vision, follow the mission, and you will continue to see glimmers that what it is that you are investing towards is working. So if some of you are, you know, you could be building a platform or building something where you're more visible. It's just something is not going to happen overnight. You have to put in the diligence and the work to compound your efforts. All right, Spirit, what's going on with this Knight of Pentacles in September? So around Virgo season. Knight of Pentacles. Spirit, what else is here for Leo in September? Okay. Okay, so September is going to be a month of slowing down, like resting. You have the Hangman at the bottom of the deck, and you also have Two of Swords, and you have the Four of Swords. So I think that there's going to be a level of like patience and, you know, really taking some time out to just be, to, you know, get your footing, get your foundation somewhere. Because I think that it's a lot of like preparing energy and action energy in the beginning and the middle of the year, and then towards the end of the year things start to slow down. Things start to, once you get your momentum and get your footing, things are going to be more yin, which that's in total alignment with the seasons. So allow that to, you know, really sit with you, and take the rest. Take the rest, because you're going to need it. October, so Libra and Scorpio season. Spirit, what's going on in October with this Eight of Pentacles? Woo! I think you get a bout of inspiration, of a new idea, something that is going to light you up. And this could be a hobby. This could be something that you got Page of Cups too. Something that just makes you, this is very like childlike energy, something that fills you up, where you can have a bit more of that like fun and fancy free energy. But it's also the Eight of Pentacles, so it's something that you've been working on. So October is just a fun month. This is a fun month of like, doing some exploration, doing some exploring about your creations, like really allow your creative spark to come back. And October is spooky season. It's a month of, you know, of magic and wonder. And I think that you start to feel that again, Leo. You start to feel that. And if you have like shifted your surroundings in the you know, beginning part or the middle part of the year, I think that you're starting to really appreciate your surroundings. You start to take in this new environment, and you're like, okay, I'm here now. Like, let's thoroughly enjoy this. I moved here for a reason, or I did this for a reason, you know? So, Spirit, what's going on with the Lovers in November for Leo? Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Two of Pentacles. King of Wands. Okay, so some of you may be meeting somebody in November with the Lovers here. You have the Knight of Cups and you have the Two of Cups. And I feel like you are like, I don't know if I should, you know, really invest in this. Like, there's a little bit of hesitation with this new connection or this choice that you're going to make. And I feel like the message here is to don't jump in right away, but allow yourself to be open to this and trust that whatever comes of this will be the right decision. So I think that you have built up this emotional reserve to be able to, you know, have more energy to give to something if that's what you choose. But I think that you will be presented with a new romantic opportunity, but you are like, I don't know. We'll see. There's some hesitation there for you. So, but I do feel like if you do move, a new opportunity will present itself to you. So, all right, Spirit, and what's going on with this death and rebirth in December for Leo? Three of Swords, Eight of Cups. Yeah. Okay. So you were like totally walking away from something in December that is just not suitable for you. Like, whatever this is, like whatever this emotional ick, or this, you know, this feeling of discontentment, you are walking away from something in December to allow more joyous energies to come through for you. So yeah, Interesting. Interesting. All right. Spirit, what else is going on for Leo in 2026? Bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. Yep, that is that Saturn energy too. So know that that bridge will be here for you when you start to have some anxiety. You have broken ring, parting of the ways in either romance or business. Yeah, so you may be leaving a business, you may be leaving some sort of partnership behind in order to get your ultimate fulfillment. And that's okay. Allow that natural process to happen. All right. And then you have Ant, work, achievement, success. Yep, diligence. And you have Beetle, good fortune. Beautiful. Yay. Yeah. So, you know, the more work you put into something, the more investment energy you make, the more you're going to be able to have better sustainable results, Leo. So, all right. Spirit, what advice is here for Leo for 2026? What advice is here for Leo for 2026? What did they need to know? Check in. Yeah. What else is here? Ooh. Break free and worth. Yep. Beautiful. Okay. So you have check in. When you think about whatever it is that you're pondering, take a moment to check in with how you feel about it. Yep. That's the theme of the year. Check in with yourself and eliminate all of the extra chatter on the outside, because your intuitive nudges, your discernment matters more than anything, Leo. And you have break free. You're being asked to break free from the tribe in order to live your authentic life. This isn't easy, but it's very necessary if you're going to share your true self with others. Yeah. So again, that's that pivot energy that I've been feeling, like really break away from the things that are not working. Set fire to the things that are not helping you have a sustainable life, have a sustainable outcome. And then you have worth. You're being asked to honor your worth. It can be so easy to feel that we aren't good enough or worthy of happiness. This simply isn't the case. However, you are worthy and you have inherent value. It's time to cherish yourself and see your true worth. Yeah. And you Leos are so magnetic. Like, you know how to work a room. You know how to give to others. So it's really time for you to give back to yourself, Leo. So remember that when you have some doubts or anything that crops up that is just like, oh, I don't know if I should do this, but you are worthy of happiness. So move towards your happiness. All right, Leo, I hope this helped. And if this is resonating, please like, share, subscribe, comment on the channel. And I will see you guys next month. Blessed be. Bye.